Whether you are typing up an essay for school, modifying a picture to send to your friends, or editing a video for YouTube, you are probably using an application to perform the work. Maybe you're using Google Documents for that essay, Adobe Photoshop for that image, or Filmora for your video. Whatever the case may be, the piece of software in question is allowing you to do these tasks quickly and efficiently, and there are various programs for each task to choose from. Video games have the exact same type of programs. They are called game engines. Game engines, in a nutshell, are applications that are made to create video games also quickly and efficiently. Imagine if you couldn't use an image editor to edit images and make graphics. What would you do instead? You'd probably have to do some rigorous coding to actually make your own image editor from scratch to edit your photo. You'll need to develop a way for different colors and filters to render onto an image, a way to resize your image, and most likely many more different features. However, the core features, like adding colors and filters to an image for example, can be found in nearly every image editor. So instead of everyone having to extensively learn to code that same feature the same way for any time they'd want to edit an image themselves, why not just buy and use an image editor someone else made to bypass all that and get right to actually editing your picture? Now, video games can be extremely big and complex, much more than a basic image. Oftentimes, larger studios with time and a budget will dedicate themselves to actually making an in-house game engine from scratch to suit the very specific game they are making. The downside of any application would be that you are bound to whatever features and restrictions that are coded within it, along with its user interface and any fees the developer might have, of course. GIMP might just not have that sweet feature that Adobe Photoshop has for the image you're trying to make. However, a large majority of game developers, especially smaller teams and individuals, do use game engines to save time and to focus on the game itself, rather than all the technical nuances under the hood that a game engine performs. Different game engines can have very unique mechanics and UI that set them apart from the rest of the crowd. Depending on the game engine, there may even be features for allowing ease of implementing things like networking, physics, AI, and more. Some of the top game engines would include Unreal, Godot, and GameMaker. Unreal is a game engine made by Epic Games for developing extremely high quality, realistic looking 3D games. The programming language Unreal uses is C++, but it also has a very unique visual scripting system that allows you to code using visual blocks of logic rather than typing out your scripts by hand. This engine is typically used by larger studios to create massive AAA games like Fortnite or Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Godot, on the other hand, can do both 2D and 3D games. It was developed by Juan Lenetsky and Aria Manzur. It uses its own programming language called GDScript, but C# and C++ are also compatible with the engine as well. Contrary to Unreal, this engine can be used by large teams or independently. It is an all-around great engine and good for developing almost any kind of game. Lastly, GameMaker, a game engine focused on 2D games and developed by Yo-Yo Games. This engine is my personal favorite and is also another great engine for independent work. Make sure to like and subscribe for more coding content, and I hope you have a blessed day.